Hi everyone, this is Dan, and today I'm going to be looking at my Peyton Manning rookie cards. Have almost all of them as defined by the Beckett rookie listing of his cards. There's around 50 of them, and I'll add a link to that. Going to go over the one touches, then look at the slabs, and then finally the raw stuff. Starting off, got this one, not the precious metal gems, but kind of a cool one, Metal Universe. There's a lot of inserts, kind of a lot of interesting looking cards. Late 90s, 1998 was his rookie year. So a lot of cool cards out there. Love how cards look in the one touch, kind of nice and clean looking. This one you can see if you get the reflection. You can't really get it here. Sometimes they have this little like blue outline there on that one. A lot of these aren't on the list of the official, rookie cards because they're inserts or some of the things like that. But some neat ones out there. There's a Pinnacle. I did a video before about that. Have gotten quite a few more of his cards since then. So that one has a beautiful kind of refractor to it. His cards are certainly nowhere close to the price of Tom Brady or Justin Herbert, any other guys like that, kind of like these Leaf rookies. One of these might be, that's not the numbered one. I think the next one might be numbered. This is Game Plan. This one is numbered out of, 5,000. So not really low numbered, but still kind of a nice looking card. Pacific. Another one with kind of a nice refractor look. And probably I'd say more than I've had these from like 2004, quite a few of them. It's kind of a cool die cut. Then I've picked up quite a few over the last several months, especially some of the graded ones. Not very expensive. A lot of these, especially like literally the one touches is sometimes more expensive than the card. That's a Stadium Club Prime Rookies. These are four of my favorites back here. Love this Quasars, kind of has a beautiful refractor look to it. Again, these were graded. They high grades are super expensive, but I guess buying them raw, not very much. I guess if you're patient, you'll find them sometimes definitely for less than between say $3 and $10. Of course, has to be dependent on the condition, and sometimes it's hard to tell if you're buying from like eBay, which is generally where I buy the raw stuff. But still kind of cool cards. Like this one has just a crazy refractor look to it. They're definitely coming with some out there cards in the late 90s, and it's fun to collect, right? They kind of have a variety of cards, and again, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, maybe behind Montana and Brady. You can get some really neat looking cards for not that much money. So that's it for the ones in the one touch. Now for the graded ones, I'm going to go kind of company by company. I have PSA, SGC, and BGS, starting with the lowest graded ones. This one I actually sent in myself, and obviously did not get graded well. Only got a 6 on that. First few, most of them are 9s. I don't know if I have any 10s. I figure they're just like super expensive, and they generally look like 10s to me. And I usually try to get the newer PSA ones since they've gotten more difficult on grading. I feel like an old 10 is probably a newer 9. All right, to the 8s. I have a few 8s, but most of them are 9s. I wouldn't say most of them. Fair number of 8. Like this card, this Ultra is kind of a cool looking card. I'll mention the ones that are my favorites. Do like a lot of the Pacific. They kind of had, what are those called? The Pacific cards kind of have like just crazy designs to them. Even upper deck, things like that were nice. Bowman Chrome is sort of a neat one. Kind of a basic. This is a preview. I have a couple more Bowman Chromes. This is a nice one also. It's a hard one to find in a better grade. At least for me, it's a playoff absolute. It's only an 8, but it's transparent on the other side. You can see through there. Cool picture. I also like the black. The next two I quite like. Here's a black diamond. There's only the single diamond. I do have I think a double and a triple diamond also, which get more rare over time, but that has kind of a nice little refractor look to it. You can see that. Oop, going on the background. Just nice looking cards back then, and took a few more risks. Other than now, they just have a bunch. Still make cool looking cards now, but I like some of these same thing with like the Griffies and the Frank Thomas and Gwynns, and you get kind of like mid-90s cards. They just came up with they were just starting out, trying out different stuff, it seemed, and a lot of it worked. This one was kind of hard to find in a higher grade, but again, a lot of these I spent probably max of like 20 bucks each, especially for the 9s, which is pretty good. Pacific Crown Royal, obviously that has quite an interesting die cut to it. And this is the last. This is probably one of my favorite ones. There's a blue of this, the Flair Brilliance. There's a gold one that's quite expensive. That's really nice looking. I like this if we can get the shine on it. It does a really nice shine to it. Not really picking it up there, but it's a cool looking card. Now we're getting to the 9s. Have quite a few of these. Here's one of the older slabs. Collector's Edge. Not one of my favorites. Don't like when they have the curly font, but still decent. Here's kind of a regular base scorecard. Pretty basic looking, but nice picture. SP Authentic. It's an insert. As you can see, there's no shortage of Peyton Manning cards for his rookie year. He was obviously highly touted, and being the son of Archie, there was a lot of companies out there making a lot of cards of him. Here's a Topps Chrome. This is probably one of the main ones, the Chrome, the refractor, the base. So those are probably the most well-known of his cards from that year. Here's another older slab, the Bowman's Best. Here's a Bowman next to our Bowman. Here's the paper. And then we got the Chrome. So it'll shine to that. Kind of a nice, kind of simple but nice looking card. Topps Gold label. They have level 1, 2, and 3. You can see it has just a really cool refractor look to it. Sometimes the light catches it, and looks like it's doing that now, and it's really nice. Gold 1, 2, and 3. Got some of the fancy curly font there. Here's that Flair Ultra. As said before, I usually like Flair. I think they're nice looking cards. This nice picture of him on the run, even though it's in the Tennessee Volunteers uniform, but still a nice picture of that. Stadium Club, certainly known for their great photography, and it's a neat one. They have a little football with dimples, with functional dimples down there. Nice looking card. This one this is one of the few that is just sort of posed, but still a nice one. Skybox is like their stuff, and that gold kind of glistens quite well. Be careful. I think that's hard to grade because that gold lettering will scratch off a bit. Speaking of gold, here's a Pacific Aurora with gold on it. I think the other one is blue. So they have a couple of variants of this one. Here's a gold one. Was it 9? PSA. Here's a row 3. I think the row 3 kind of remind me of the gold labels a little bit. They have 1, 2, and 3. I'm thinking similarly to the 3, 2, and 1, they just go backwards here. The highest number is the least valuable. So this is one of the less valuable ones. It's still a cool card. The nice refractor to it. Here's finally a 9 of the Skybox EX. It's a really neat looking card. I remember years ago when I think I got this back in 2004, not this exact one, but just seeing like that for the first time, seeing an acetate card, I was like, oh, this is pretty neat. I'd never seen that before. So nice looking card. This is probably my favorite, one of my favorite cards of him. This is a playoff momentum, really nice looking card, which is weird. If you see this one, doesn't get much of the shine to it. And I have another, I just basically have a duplicate of this card that has way more refractory look to it. So same card. I don't know if anyone knows anything about this, why this one has way more of like the refractors on it. The other one just looks kind of flat. This has almost like pixelated, like you can see, especially on the left side of the card where it says Manning. You can see things shining back and forth. So not exactly sure why this one looks like that and the other one doesn't, but doesn't look like they're two different versions. At least they have all the same, like looking, comparing them. Besides that, I can't find any difference between them. Upper deck choice. It's kind of a nice straight on profile picture. Nice clean shot of him. Another one of my favorites, the Leaf Rookies and Stars. It's a nice clean picture. I usually like Leaf. So they're licensed. Leaf for like baseball and stuff isn't, but nice, really nice looking card. I think they have one that's numbered to 500 also. I like that card. I have another one of those in an SGC. Now we're to the BGS. In the BGS, these cards were much less expensive. Here's actually the double diamond. It's pretty low on the centering, which I wasn't sure why. It actually looks almost like it's like miscut, but take it, mainly we just wanted the card, and I think that's numbered out at 2,500. See that down at the bottom there. Not a great grade, but I guess I like the card. For this, the Prestige. This is the retail version. I have another version of this. I think the hobby version has a little more silver and a little more shine to it. Still a nice looking card. This might be my favorite card of them. See if I can get the shine on this one. That blue just looks really nice with the blue uniform, and even the silver slip on the top makes it look good. I just think this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Peyton Manning card. The Fleer Brilliance with the blue background. This is nice. Whenever I like a card, I want to get a couple of them. I wouldn't mind getting a card. Get this one raw and throw it in a one touch. They usually look pretty nice in there. And another BGS. This is another Bowman Chrome. Nice card. We're to SGC now. Again, we're going to start at the lowest graded ones and move up from there. So here's a Pacific Revolution. Like I said, I kind of like the Pacific. They're pretty out there in some of their designs, so that's a cool looking one. Has a nice little refractor look to it. Again, all of these are 1998 rookie cards. So it's fun to collect because he has so many different cards and inserts and things like that. Here's the silver, the CE Advantage. Again, if you want to see kind of a list of all of his kind of base rookie cards, of which there's still a lot, there's about 50. I think I'm missing maybe like 2 of them. You can, I guess, click. I'll add a link to that. Beckett has that. Here's the Fleer Ultra. It's kind of a nice picture. Pose in there. Looks like it's some type of wood-framed house or something. But nice little card. Here's the Finest without the sticker on it, without the coating. Old SGC slab. It's kind of a funny picture there. He looks almost like a little animated figurine or something. It looks like he's small there. I don't know why. It doesn't look like a real person, but obviously he's not a real person. It's a picture of a person, but Topps Finest I'm usually a big fan of. So there was a interesting picture on that one. Definitely this is one of the lower value cards. There's the upper deck. He's got the Volunteers uniform on, but still kind of a decent card. I think in the list this is like the lowest. By Beckett, that's the lowest rated one. Here's starting to get into some of the 9s, top chrome. Several of these I got years ago and had them graded. It's one of them. Just a nice picture. I think he was telling a story about, I think when they took that picture, and the Topps was taking all the pictures right when he had been drafted and they were making his cards. He was on a trampoline. That's why it looks like he's jumping on that one. He found it kind of funny. He was jumping up and down on a trampoline and they kept snapping pictures of him. Skybox Thunder. What do we got? That's just another one of him jumping. So you can see that there. He's just jumping off something. You can't see the trampoline beneath that, but the trampoline there. Got a couple more. I won't show you all these, but a lot of these came out as 9.5. So when I bought them way back in the day, got a lot of tops and tops chrome. So I have a lot of like 9s and 9.5s. I'll skip over those. Another one, Upper Deck Encore. Couldn't get a 10, I don't think, on any of these, but it's still a nice looking one, the Upper Deck Encore. And this one I'd shown the retail version before. Here's the hobby version, has a little more shine to it. This looks like Cubert. If anyone remembers the game Cubert from back in the day, like the mid-80s, kind of looks like that in the background. Cool looking card though. Got the Colts top on. Here's another Leaf Rookies and Stars. That's one I said I liked. So I was able to find this in a 9.5 also. Just that's a nice clean looking card, especially with the kind of bluish background, the wall back there, and the blue uniform like that. I might have had this before, the Maximum Impact. Must be authentic. Nice looking card. And that's it for the slabs. Now on to the last few are just raw cards. Starting, this is probably the most valuable one. This isn't the real rookie ticket. This one has quite a story behind it. I do have the Beckett. It's been authenticated that, and I'll probably send it off to get graded by Beckett. So this is the rookie ticket card, not the rookie ticket auto. This is a red one. I think that the real autograph is on blue, but someone got it signed and I was able to pick it up, and it's been certified, and had to run through some loops with PWCC and with Beckett and things like that. But glad to have this card. I'll probably get it graded. Honestly, I don't think the best looking card. It's probably one of the more valuable ones since it is autographed, and it's that the well-known playoff contenders. That's a card that everyone wants. But I just have that one. Don't have too many. I think that's actually my only autograph. Now we're just going to look at some raw cards. This is a numbered one, a new age or something, numbered to 1885. This card I quite like. This is a cool looking card. Diamonds has a nice little shine to it. It's another numbered card. That's to 1800. This one's numbered. It's to 6000. Hand numbered. I feel like this company was out of Tennessee, I think, Collector's Edge, and they just like made cards just, I don't know if someone there knew Peyton or something going on. But anyways, cool looking cards. Another one. I don't have too many of these raw ones left. Again, fun to collect because there are so many of them. Name in there. Pacific Aurora. Serious looking card there. Another insert. Caught in the draft. Peyton Manning. A lot going on there. I don't know what's going on. There's like fireballs. I don't know what's going on in the background, but they basically tried to throw everything onto that card. It's another kind of weird gridiron laser cuts card. Not sure exactly where the laser is cutting, but that's what that one looks like. Again, just it's kind of fun to say like, hey, I haven't seen that card. These two I might get graded. These actually came out pretty nice and clean. This is the Omega. You can see kind of the silver, has a silver shine to it. A couple of those. Gold one, which we kind of looked through before. Here we have a few versions of this one. This is the stars, top stars. You can see there the lettering is silver. And we have one where the lettering is gold. And they're all numbered differently. This is numbered out of like 87.99. This one's labeled. This is only numbered out of like around 4,000. You can see it there at the bottom. So it's a little unclear. A lot of brightness going on there. And here's a red one. So a couple different versions of this card, each numbered. Those are in great condition. We saw this one before. It's kind of an interesting looking card. This has like a dimple. It's really like the football dimples. It says playoff momentum. Not even sure what if there's an insert. Actually, they do have this listed as a regular base card, so kind of a neat looking card. A couple of these we've seen before. Skip over those. Here's another. I think I had that before graded, but clean looking card. Fleer. I'm not sure what this one is. Fleer Tradition. A couple of those. That's a really inexpensive card. That's like $2. Stadium Club, I think I had that one before. Another Bowman Scout's Choice. And end it with just like a barrage of these inexpensive Pinnacle ones. Shows them at the draft. Just a variety of these. And this company, which, what is this? Players Inc. I don't know. This one, they seem like they had a bunch of, he's getting, it's like he's getting sacked, but it kind of looks, I don't know if that's real or if that was planned. Staged photo. And this little die cut kickoff. End it with that one. So that's it. I appreciate you watching, and yeah, if anyone's interested in Peyton cards, I'll add a link to that Beckett listing of all of his rookie cards. Yeah, kind of neat and fun to collect. Actually, since we have this on, also show, since we're going over quarterbacks, can't show him without have a few Brady cards, so just wrap up showing those. Feel bad having Brady take over at the end of a Peyton video. There's something symbolic about that, but have a few of his rookies. Don't have any of the high-end Brady stuff, but do have a few, and bought these way back when and got them graded. Probably should have bought some of the, it'd been nice to buy the higher level ones, but still nice to have a few Brady rookies. And that's about it. I'll end by showing a Peyton. That shouldn't be ending by showing a Tom Brady and a Peyton Manning video. That's it. Thanks. Have a good day.